How's it going, guys? Happy Saturday. It's your boy Stas here. Of course, we got that double espresso on deck. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in as we have a couple stocks to cover. Three in particular that I'm looking at right now that I really like. And this first one that we're going to cover, I'm literally about to buy on Monday. And the other two, well, I own one of them already, looking to buy more. And the other one that I don't own, well, we're almost there too. So we have a lot to cover, guys. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon for my portfolio updates, my private Discord. That is linked down below, also pinned in the comments. And now, cheers. Let's get into it. So we are coming off of a very strong week for stocks. You guys know that by now. The S&P hit all-time highs to wrap up the week yesterday. We hit over $695 per share on SPY, and QQQ, although it's not at all-time highs yet, it's starting to break out, and all-time highs are clearly on the horizon. And the Dow Jones, same thing for the Dow. We're about 50, 100 points away from all-time highs, and the Russell just hit all-time highs on Friday as well, 2,635 points. Insane. So we're coming off of a very strong week for stocks. We're starting off the year, 2026, very strongly, guys, no doubt about it. And there are a lot of stocks that I like here that are setting up quite nicely. So let's dive into it. Number one, which is the one that I'm super close to buying, probably tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday. Probably Monday. I wish we could trade on Sundays, guys. Maybe at some point in the future. Who knows? But on Monday, I'm super close to adding XNET. And this is a Chinese company. Right off the bat, we gotta say that. It is a Chinese stock. It is an ADR. Keep that in mind. But I love the charts, and the numbers are insane. Let's dive into this right now. So the chart clearly looks great. We're holding an uptrend. We've sold off, opening the opportunity here. We've sold off from $11 down to about $6.50, and it seems like a bottom's being put in over the last month, really since their last earnings report. That was in the middle of November. We'll cover those numbers here in a second. So since that point, we've put in a bottom, it seems like. We're starting to break through these moving averages again on the 4-hour chart, and there's a golden cross looming, right? So chart-wise, XNET looks great on the 4-hour, on the 1-year chart. You know what I mean? The 3-year chart looks interesting, and clearly it's come up a lot from where it used to be. This used to be a penny stock pretty much, guys, and now it's at $7 a share, and I'm pretty sure they're trading at about a $450 million market cap. So it is a small cap, a micro cap, if you will, over in China. So keep that in mind, but the numbers are quite interesting on top of the charts here. So let me show you this right here, guys. These are the numbers that they just reported for the recent quarter. And by the way, this is a cloud services company over in China, and they're audited by PwC. So keep that in mind. PricewaterhouseCoopers is their auditor, which they're a major global, accounting firm responsible for auditing their financial statements as listed in their investor information. So, of course, with Chinese companies, guys, you always have to be a little skeptical. That's the reality. But the fact that they are audited by PricewaterhouseCoopers, I like that. That's a good sign for me. That makes me feel comfortable buying the stock, owning the company. And this is not, this is not going to be a long-term investment for me, 3, 5, 10 years. This is more so, let's say a 6 to 9 to 12 month trade, if you will. I think the company is ridiculously undervalued. There's a lot of value here, which I want to cover that in a second. So total revenues came in at $126 million for Q3. That was an increase of 57% year over year. Subscription revenues were $40 million roughly, representing an increase of 22% year over year. Live streaming and other services revenues were $49 million, representing an 127% year over year increase. And their gross margins are right around 48%. So very high gross margins, right? Net income was $550 million in Q3, which was up massively from the net income of $4.4 million last year. So that's a very good sign. Insane growth there on the net income side. High gross profit margin with solid revenue growth year over year for this quarter they just reported for. And what makes me excited, guys, forget about those numbers. They actually own roughly 8% of Arashi Vision. They have a huge stake in this company that just IPO'd recently in China. And their IPO, their stake was roughly $205 million, and now their stake has gone up massively, right? This company, XNET stake in Arashi Vision, is now worth $1.3 billion. $1.3 billion. That's what their stake's worth. And listen to this, guys. XNET's market cap is not even $500 million. So think about it. This company's market cap is $500 million, less than that, and they own 8% roughly in one of the hottest IPOs in China that's gone up like crazy. This company is very successful. They own $1.23 billion in that company. So think about that, how underpriced this company is at $400 million market cap. It's insane. And Arashi Vision, if you guys didn't know, they're the Chinese tech company behind the popular Instant 360 brand, which is known for developing and manufacturing the innovative 360-degree action and panoramic cameras like the X series and Go series. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen these, right? I'm sure you've seen these cameras, these action cameras. So yeah, the fact that they own 8% roughly, 7.8 to be exact, of this company, that is the main reason, right? Why I'm super excited about the stock. And again, I'm not here to own it for 5-10 years. I'm just looking at it as a ridiculously undervalued play here to where to buy here to see it. Or I'm confusing what I'm saying here. What am I talking about, guys? Let me get my words together. This company is so cheap. I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm going to buy this, wait for the re-rate, wait till the market realizes what's going on here, and I'm going to get out of it. I don't think it's going to take 3, 5, 10 years for that to happen. I think it's going to take a couple quarters, maybe a year, and I think this could end up being a very interesting play, back towards $10, $12 plus. I think we're going a lot higher than that, quite frankly. So yeah, the value of their stake in Arashi Vision is worth more, almost 2 times what the market cap is. It's insane. So the value here is ridiculous. I'm looking to buy shares, and I'm also eyeing up the $9 calls that expire, I believe, in June. There's not many, options on the chain, but yeah, June $9 calls, considering those plus straight up shares. So XNET, man, very interesting play here. Again, it's a Chinese company. It's a small cap in China, so it's risky. But again, they're audited by PwC. The numbers are all there. The numbers are backed up. Everything seems to be lining up. Their stake in Arashi is real. It's not fake. So I'm eyeing it up. I think it's going to be interesting. And it looks like a great swing trade to me, genuinely, guys. Another one I'm eyeing up is Affirm, which is not a Chinese small cap company, right? It's quite the opposite. But it's also one that looks pretty good on the charts. It's starting to break through $78, $80 as of the last couple of days. The cup and handle we called out, I believe, a week ago. That's playing out. Now we're consolidating above $78, $80 a share as support. That was resistance for a little bit. So I think overall Affirm is gearing up for a move towards $90, $92 if I had to guess, right? That's the way things are shaping up. And I think we could see that before earnings. Earnings are on the 5th of February. I think Affirm could get there before earnings, or at least start going in that direction, right? So I like the way Affirm's setting up here. And this is the one that I don't own. I'm close to buying it, right? Don't own it. But this one, Netflix, when it comes to, I guess, big tech, big cap, mega cap tech, whatever you want to call it, Netflix is the one that I'm buying, or I'm looking to buy right now. I think it's getting to a point where it's a little too beaten up, man. It's down 35%. They're trading at 28 times forward earnings, which honestly isn't a screaming deal. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a screaming bargain deal at this point, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, because at some point, man, we're gonna just rebound. I don't think it's gonna get much lower. If you look at the charts, if you really look at the charts here, we have a clear support at 80, 82, 85 a share. That's where we held January last year, April last year. It's going to need to see some insane selling pressure to get through $80. And we have earnings coming up, guys, which I think it's too beaten up into earnings. I just don't see a scenario where Netflix goes under 80. I just don't see it. There's so much. There's like a huge wall of support there. I just don't think the market makers let it get under 80. I just genuinely don't think that. But who knows? Maybe it does. Either way, guys, I'm in calls right now that expire in June. I didn't buy shares yet, but I'm literally about to on Monday. I'm going to buy Netflix. So I think it's a good buy here for the longer term. Even 6, 9, 12 months out, I think we're going to see a nice rebound in Netflix. And I think we're going over $100 a share this year. Well over $100 this year. We're not getting the confirmation yet, but this is one of those stocks that I'm actually getting in before the confirmation. I think I'll thank myself in 3 months, or maybe not. We'll see. But again, I don't see it going much lower. I think earnings are going to be good. I think earnings will send the stock higher, and I'm slowly positioning myself for that. Earnings are coming up, I think, on the 20th. So yeah, 10 days from today, not next week, but the week after that, we're getting Netflix's earnings. So buckle up, guys. Get ready. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you own any of these stocks? I'm curious. Hit the follow button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and check out the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates every single week. We're posting 2 updates, guys. I actually just posted one yesterday. And there's a private Discord. All of that is on Patreon. Link down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stockssurfs.com/Patreon if you want to see everything I'm doing in real time, stocks I'm buying, moves I'm making. We're investing $1,000 a week right now, guys. Check it out. Link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.